Welcome back to the Tag Team Talent Podcast. Today, it's a special bonus show featuring a classic rewind segment. Now, here's your host and MC, Scott Edwards.
Hi, and welcome back to Tag Team Talent Podcast. Today, Friday, it's a special bonus show just for our regular watchers. Hey, we have lots of fun for you this week. A guy that goes back a few decades. He was one of the stars of the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour, Pat Paulsen, the man that ran for president on a perennial basis. Pat Paulsen is a very funny guy. In this particular video, you can see why he did so well on TV and on stages. I'm happy to say we became good friends, and I know you'll enjoy this comedy piece. So let's jump into our special Friday bonus show. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Pat Paulsen.
The time has come for us to sit down and reason together. Too often, serious world problems are discussed in an environment full of passion and unreasoning anger. But the day when a fiery orator could influence an audience with vehement tirades is long since past in this age of sophisticated political awareness. Let us then communicate with each other on a civilized level. Even President Reagan disdains the impassioned appeal to the emotional sensibilities of his people. Not for me the rabble-rouser scorching indictment. It is true that some leaders have made progress with recalcitrant people through the use of demagogic emotion displays. That is to be expected when dealing with the great bulk of the lower and middle-class peasants who are easily swayed by pyrotechnic performances. If I were your president, I would lead this nation forward to a position of preeminence throughout the world. I believe it's our manifest destiny to dominate the oceans of the world and to bring the white man's burden to the underprivileged nations of the earth, for they are better accustomed to carrying such loads than we are. And further, I say the dominance of this country in world trade and military power shall be enhanced and enlarged to the point where entire nations will bow down and grovel in the dust at our feet. Unser Damen, was geheudelt, liebe der Trotzenracken, die Folge heilige. Wait. Oh, hold it here. I got the wrong speed. Wait. Here's the right one. I'm very excited to be in Sacramento. Gateway to enchanting Lodi. Now, I know you're all saying, where has Pat Paulsen been? The rest of you are saying, who the hell is Pat Paulsen? 1972, I lost the presidential election to Richard Nixon. That's when you people thought that he would make a better president than me. CETA program here. Hey, you guys can leave. They look pretty good. Just go check the car. I saw somebody threw on the car. Assholes. I have prepared a short speech for you here in the Sacramento area entitled How to Survive the Next 4 Years. A 2-year plan. Now, where did our problems start? They started in the 70s with Nixon. I called the former president when he was in the White House. Well, I didn't call him, actually. What I did, I rented a room at the Watergate and spoke into the urinal. I will be running myself again. People have asked me, you going to run? They keep bothering me. I'm going to do it. I'm going into Iowa, test the waters, do the Iowa caucus. I probably caucus all over Iowa. I don't know about probably a couple of times in Des Moines at the Chaldean, I suspect. I don't caucus in California because it's not a good idea to caucus where you live. I used to caucus 3 or 4 times a day, but I've gotten older now. About once a month, all I can do. I would imagine that the Reverend Jackson has a larger caucus than me, probably. I don't know. Stereotype. Somebody asked me what I'm going to run as. Well, last time I ran as a Republican. This time I'll run as a Democrat. Now, what's the difference between these two organizations? Well, I'll tell you what I think it is. A Democrat will meet a lady, he'll take her to dinner, take her to a movie, and he'll take her to bed. A Republican meets a lady, he takes her to dinner, takes her to a movie, and his chauffeur takes her to bed. The average Democrat belongs to the Lions Club, and the average Republican belongs to the Country Club. There's a connection between these organizations. The drainage system from the Country Club is the water supply for the Lions Club. Now, you can give a cow to a Democrat, he'll milk that cow, keep some for himself, give the rest to poor people. Give that same cow to a Republican, he'll hire a Democrat to milk it at less than living wage, then he'll suggest there's a milk shortage and sell it at inflated prices. This enables him to buy a bull. With this bull, he makes a lot more cows, which he hires a lot more Democrats to milk at less than living wage. So you can see that the Republican does to the Democrat what the bull did to the cow. So I'd like to close this my segment of this show with this thought. I know in my heart, ladies and gentlemen, that for centuries to come, years will pass. No. No, I'd like to close with this thought. I know in my... Well, I said that. Redundant. I feel privileged to live in a land where even our national product is gross. I'd like to close with the thoughts of former Attorney General John Mitchell, who said, when things get tough, the tough get things. Well, I'll close with my philosophy of life, and it goes like this. Well, the wind blew and the shit flew, and you're only here for a day or two.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Pat Paulsen live on stage at my club, Laughs Unlimited, back in the 80s. Man, he was such a funny guy. Those that are older will remember him from the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour and the fact that he ran for president a few times. We did a great special thing here in Sacramento where we actually did a fake campaign where he was running for mayor of Sacramento. We had a lot of fun. We had Secret Service, limousines, people with placards that said, "Why not Paulsen?" It was a lot of fun. He was a great friend, and it was really nice to have him as part of our regular comics at Laughs Unlimited. Hey, we hope you enjoyed this Friday bonus show. We'll be back Tuesday with our regular show, Tag Team Talent Podcast. Thanks for watching. Tell your friends, and be sure to comment and share. Bye.
Thanks for joining us for this special bonus show of the Tag Team Talent Podcast. Remember, our regular video podcast will be back next Tuesday. In the meantime, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any of these great videos. And leave us a comment on this video too. We love hearing from you.